this is good. Has a decent spread into the Renekton, and the value that you get later in this game I think is great. A problem that might end up being the case here for ThunderTalk is their engage is a bit limited. It essentially all comes from their bottom lane, and if Jax has flash, able to use the Grasping and Dying to survive the early lane, and then you can kind of be a bit of more annoying, but maybe you just took a few too many bad trades. Well, WX.
Speaking of bad trades, MF taking a good chunk of damage. Ryan trying to close the distance, trying to lock him down. And yes, indeed, we're going to be able to get the MF almost for free. First kill going over to TT, and soon to be the second one. This should be plenty of opportunities. Yes, indeed. And that's a lot of gold over for ThunderTalk on the Varus.
Afterwards, so some small mistakes from TT early. We go back into live. And Keshi has teleported bottom lane. There's no summoner spells for LWX. He dies again.
For losing that prio in top lane, Ning was really poised to make their way there. And so we backed off. Did we get one grub? It looks like we did get one grub. So that should at least be a little helpful. And most importantly, I think Varus didn't get shut down.
I love the positioning, by the way, because Feather knows that if he's directly in front of his AD carry, but I think Ning is going to have to make a one-way trip for a steal on this one.
Gonna look for some sort of angle, but we should have plenty of damage, especially with the conjunction with Varus coming in there, throwing a little poke there, right there at the end.
You already have this 2-0 lead, who, outside of the kills, we're going even right now between him and LWX, so I think ZSM, outside of some early game woes, are doing fine. Here is the pain point, though.
Ooh.
Now you've gotten solo killed. You don't have a ton of grubs, but you're going to get this next wave and maybe another turret plate, and there's no objective to play for from ZSM, so what exactly are we looking for?
A fight, apparently. Bullet time going to get activated, hitting out a whole bunch of people as Southwind has to go out. The exhaust coming down, trying to lock down Ning, able to pick up one kill on the Akali, looking for more. Finally put a point on the board, at least for that mid laner. Aatrox able to absolutely rock the competition. Fofo sort of left here holding the bag, going down about half HP, but it looks like the flash is going to be good, and at least a couple more members make it out, but that's going to be two relatively free kills. But we're going to maybe potentially see a 2v2 fight over, once again, another small objective. Ning going to about half HP as Jax goes in. Flash over the wall looking for the kill. We are indeed going to pick it up. That's a 3-0 Keshi, a 3-0 Jax, and now we can just probably turn around and take this tower.
He's going to finish off this turret. Does he get a Sundered Sky? Because then who else is facing him? This is the best R5 Jax that we've gotten here in this tournament. Also, the flash, good replay here from our production team, means that, yeah, this is a shut and closed game, I think, already. It's a 4,000 gold lead at 15 minutes. You're getting a Herald as well as this ThunderTalk team. Junhao gave them the best start early on. Like, it was him and Haru who, like, they kind of got sauced on early on, and everything past that has not been good for ZSM. The Scry, or the Farsight alteration, just catching them on this death brush that they were trying to set up. ZSM didn't even get to try to make the squeaky play that they were looking for. Now here's something, maybe on the Feather.
Starting another fight, Ning going in, but it looks like most of the attention is going to be on top of the support, which is not you want, as Akali goes in, able to rock and deal a good chunk of damage. Fofo going down about half HP as Akali responds to help out their teammate, knocking down another one, and that's a long-winded 1-for-2 trade in the favor of ThunderTalk. And the big thing, too, is Keshi is still here knocking at the door. Level 11 Renekton. That's a bit devastating.
Yeah, thankfully for Allah, the wave is underneath his turret, so he gets to farm some of it. Second Dragon goes over to ThunderTalk, and a big win for them as they pick up 3 kills off of that. This draft in particular is doing them a lot of favors thanks to the matchups. It doesn't also hurt too much that ZSM messed up some of the lanes. Like, LWX kind of is like the secondary kind of AD carry, or kind of the big carry there, but I'm not getting any of that from this composition.
Ning should just kind of die unceremoniously. I don't think there's anything he can do as he goes immediately into Keshin. And honestly, like, maybe just give the kill to Aatrox. I don't think feeding the Jax and making the Jax even more powerful. Because look at this. I just noticed this. This is now a level 11 Renekton into a level 14 Jax. It just continues to get worse, Alk.
No.
And we're dead on him.
Run, LWX. Okay, now this is just a free kill. Now we're just now we're just playing with our opponents. I mean, we're 2 levels up. This game's cooked, guys. 8,000 gold lead, and we're already looking at inhibitors. Oh no, Keshi, keep going, brother.
Redemption coming down, pick up a kill, almost picking up 2 kills relatively for free. I don't know why. Like, it's not that Ryan has been doing bad whatsoever, but I forgot we had a Varus.
Just different kind of brands. I wonder how many of like the newer generation of like kids and people are going to know what G.I. Joe is, because that franchise has
that's a good
completely
question.
disappeared. Big part of my childhood, and
yeah.
I can. No one is going to know that. Maybe outside of like some of the memes that they see him in. They might know Skeletor. That's it.
Skeletor is still a constant meme. We're going to try to lock down Keshin, but we're just refusing to die whatsoever. This is a level 15 Jax, and he still almost picked up a kill. But even though we were able to get the shutdown on Jax, we lost a tower for it. We lost even more pressure. There's so many T2s down on the other side. It looks like every single T2 is down, so we're purely down to T3s. And we only have 2 kills on ZSM's end. Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, get him out of here. We got to get this guy out of here. It might just be you and me, Corey. Like, this is... Okay, we're doing this again on Keshi. This doesn't matter right now, guys.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, sure, we're spinning everything on here, but it's just, it doesn't matter. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to pick up a third Drake sort of for free. Feather's just kind of hanging out, you know, taking in the flowers, taking in the scenery. We can still easily pick up a good chunk of kills here. This is going to be a full 3v3, which is not in the favor of ZSM as we go in, picking up 1 kill, looking for a second kill. Ning going to about half HP, bullet time coming in, doing absolutely nothing as the Kali goes back in for the damage. Ale trying to pick up a kill, but unfortunately it's just not going to happen, and we get a very long-winded 1-for-2 trade. Once again, Jack's going down.
All right, I don't have to renounce our marriage, thank God. Okay. So while that was happening, while Keshi was getting 1v4 for a second time in this game, they did take the third dragon. So Junhao does have, they are on soul point, but all right.
Feather goes
That's
in.
A freebie.
Pick up a kill.
Okay, they've gotten 3 kills now. They've gotten 3 kills in the last few minutes. I think ThunderTalk are definitely playing with their food.
Okay, we're going to start a fight over here inside the jungle as Aatrox goes in looking for the damage. Fofo going to take a whole bunch of this. Varus able to poke off another one, and just, I don't think there's any way we can win this fight whatsoever. It started out great, but just the wallet diff is absolutely massive. We're sitting at about 40k to, you know, 52k, so, you know, right around a 12k lead. There's just nothing ZSM can do, which is why we're focusing on a lot of the Cartoon Network stuff.
But this might just be the end of the game.
Yeah. Into game number 1 overall for sure. But what about Toonami? Did you grow up with Toonami?
There's no way he hasn't watched some more. Okay, but like Toonami's more of like a network, and then there's like a bunch of they just play shows. That's more like a distributor than necessarily shows. Although Toonami does have some great shorts in between. That's going to be the end of game number 1. It's a 13,000 gold lead. All right, bro. All right, cool, man.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.